everyone. Today we have Breck with Acme Brick joining us today to talk about fireplaces.
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting. Well,
Timely.
Breck, thank you for coming this morning. I know it's a little early, but first, can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Yeah.
Well, I work for Acme Brick Company in Tyler. I'm blessed to have been in the third generation in the brick business.
Wow.
My grandfather actually sold some of the brick on the streets in Tyler.
Brick
And
streets,
Acme Brick Company is
Wow.
a American-owned manufacturer of clay brick, and we do sell stone. We have 26 plants in Texas and other states, and we do sell brick and fireplaces and fireplace equipment. And I've been in this long enough to see the fireplace business evolve. It used to be every house that was built, if it had a fireplace, it was a traditional brick fireplace. In the 70s, we saw that start to change a little bit. People are going to zero clearance or metal boxes. A lot of them are. And they're good if you get a good one, but it's like anything else, you get what you pay for.
Oh, yes.
We have a system of pre-engineered masonry products that's something that the three of us could put together. It's a concrete product with some lightweight fire resistance in it, and it's actually a modular kit. And it is full masonry. You can put a metal pipe on it, or you can go up with a masonry pipe. And we're seeing a lot of that come around because the craftsmen today aren't like they were, and this is pre-engineered, so it's not going to smoke. And they make them for inside or for outside, and you can use them with a metal pipe or a masonry pipe.
Great.
Now,
keep going.
regardless of what kind of fireplace you have, you need to be careful in starting the first fire. You want to make sure the firebox itself is clean, the chimney is clean, and the damper is open. And use dry wood, seasoned wood, and start off with a small fire. Obviously, if you have a small fireplace like some of these metal boxes are, you don't want a big roaring fire because you can't have problems. And in all fireplaces, you want to keep the backlog off of the wall. A lot of people think we'll get that backlog going. That'll crack most any fireplace, masonry, and most especially your pre-engineered fireplaces.
Okay.
Well, what about if somebody's building a new home, let's say, you can put one of these in. Is it any less of a problem to retrofit a house with one of these, or how hard is that, or is it just maybe more costly or not?
Well, it depends. Of course, if it's on the outside wall, it's really not complicated. On the inside wall, if it's central, you probably want to go with a masonry box and a metal pipe to save weight. But I have seen people go in their house and cut a hole in the floor and pour new footing and build a masonry fireplace all the way up. Wow. It's according to what your budget is and what your desires are.
And a lot of people might be firing up their fireplaces on Thursday with a little bit of the rainy weather. How would you recommend someone to clean it in the proper way so they don't burn their house down?
Well, first you want to clean it as best you can, keep all the ashes out of it. And if you burn your fireplace very much, at least once a year you want to have a chimney sweep come clean it. And speaking of rainy weather and fire, one of the complaints I hear often is my fireplace stinks.
Yeah.
Right.
And the same thing about building a fire is eliminating the odor. Get all the ashes out of it, and make sure you have a chimney cap on it, because moisture built with the creosote that's in there creates an odor. A lot of times, the way to defeat that is when the fire is out and there's nothing in the fireplace, you can light some candles inside the firebox with your damper open, and that helps take care of the odor.
There you go.
Good advice.
Good tips. And if anyone wants to contact you to get a custom-made fireplace, how would they reach you?
I'm at Acme Brick on the West Loop, next door to Value Place Inn. Call or come by anytime.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.